The 5 phytophysiognomies of Paraná give some characteristic features to the state, which are not very common if compared with the rest of Brazilian lands. Many forest types with most unusual combinations can only be seen around here.
Paraná, por ter esta característica de
Most of Brazilian states contain no more than 2 main phytophysiognomies, and this is what makes the state of Paraná and its 5 phytophysiognomies really important when it comes to biodiversity.
Aspecto marcante em termos de biodiversidade. Isso é o grande diferencial do nosso estado.
Atlantic rainforest. The Atlantic rainforest is the eastern part of the 5 phytophysiognomies of Paraná state. It is spread over the coast plains and mountains, and its maximum altitude reaches 1,887 meters. It is influenced by hot air and humidity coming from the ocean and the intense rainfalls during the whole year. The largest part of the trees has similar and sometimes almost identical features. Their heights can reach over 30 meters. These conditions lead to the development of various tree species such as palm trees, guapuruvu, canjarana, and xaxim. The palm tree and xaxim are considered to be endangered species due to intense exploitations over the past. Below the mountain area of the Atlantic rainforest on the coastal plains, areas of salt marshes called restinga provide another unique feature of this phytophysiognomy. Mixed Araucaria hardwood forest. With over 8,300,000 hectares of mixed Araucaria hardwood forest, it is the largest phytophysiognomy of the state. It is located in the central part of Paraná, and it is surrounded by over 300 cities and villages. This phytophysiognomy contains the largest richness of species. According to the research, the estimate for the number of species goes up to 200 in Paraná state only. Their height can reach over 40 meters. Today, the original Araucaria forest represents 2.5% of the total area of Paraná state. On the other hand, 20% of the state area is still covered with secondary forests . Seasonal semi-deciduous forest. It covers the plains in the western and northern regions of the Paraná state. One of its features is the presence of an exuberant forest structure. Most of the trees lose their leaves in the winter, and thus the name semi-deciduous. Semi, part, deciduous, fall. The tallest trees can reach up to 30 meters. The young trees can reach up to 40 meters. One of the most important species is the pink peroba, whose timber is highly valuable on the market. Its diameter can reach over 150 centimeters. The seasonal forest gives home to other highly valuable species such as red ipê, cabriúva, pau-marfim, angico, and canelas. Their high price of its woody species on the market is believed to be one of the main reasons for large-scale destruction of the seasonal forest. Today, it covers less than 10% of its original area. The most expressive remnants are the Iguaçu National Park in the western region and the Godoy Woods in the north. Covering an area of 690 hectares, Godoy Woods was transformed into a state park in 1989, and it contains over 500 hectares of wild forest, 200 species of plants, and 280 different kinds of birds have been catalogued.
O nosso limite sul é água, né? O Ribeirão dos Apertados. Nós já estamos
Our
com
southern
projeto
border
de
is
formar
water,
corredor
Ribeirão
através
dos Apertados.
desse córrego,
We already
desse
have a
ribeirão.
plan to
Nós
use this
gostaríamos de
river
formar
as a
corredor
corridor
da
of biodiversity that
ao
would
longo
enable
desse rio,
animals to use it
fazendo
as
com
their
que os
route.
animais daqui tivesse todo esse caminho nessa área para ser seguida.
Brazilian savanna. Savanna covers around 1% of total state area. It can be found in the north and northwest regions of Paraná. Its vegetation features tree species with twisted trunks, and their height rarely reaches 10 meters. Their leaves and skin are thick and protect them from fire, which is fairly common in savanna. Some roots can even go 15 meters deep under the savanna soil. The main tree species are barbatimão, ipê, angico, and araçã. Below these trees, there is a variety of grass and herbs, and they can be 2 centimeters to 2 meters tall. One of the last remnants of the Paraná savanna is the Cerrado Park, established by a state decree in 1992, and it covers a total area of more than 400 hectares. Its waterfalls, valleys, and typical vegetation are considered to be a scientific treasure. Even though the size of its area is not that impressive, Paraná savanna is one of the richest ecosystems in the country. The space is filled with species like this curucaca, adopted by the park personnel. Cultural diversity in Curitiba. The cultural diversity is an important part of the history of the state capital. 313 years ago, German, Italian, Polish, Ukrainian, Russian, Japanese, and Arab immigrants had started what has become one of the best cities in the world to live. The city thanks us by giving us parks and squares that bear the names of several nations. They are present as large green areas with native and cultivated exotic species. The rich biodiversity of the state melds with the cultural diversity of Curitiba. This comparison is based on the development of the city that was born having people as the main measure for its own space.